Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with Clotted cream. That's right, do not let the odd name and strange appearance throw you off. Clotted cream is one of the most delicious things in existence, but unfortunately so few people get to taste it. And when you consider how amazing this is and how easy it is to make, I have absolutely no idea why it's not more popular. Well, actually, I do have an idea. They called it Clotted cream. So no, not the most appetizing name ever. But anyway, that aside, unless you live in a very specific part of England, the only way to taste the real stuff is to make our own. And the good news is we only need one ingredient to do that, and that would be 2 pints of the best heavy cream you can find. Okay, as you can tell by the glass bottles, I went to the fancy grocery store and got some gorgeous local milk from grass-fed cows. That's right, some dairy farms actually feed the cows what they're supposed to eat, which is nice. And what we'll do is go ahead and pour our cream into some kind of shallow baking dish. And I would say something about 8 or 9 inches square would be ideal. All right, we want to use something where our cream ends up to be about 1.5 inches to 2 inches deep. So we'll go ahead and pour our cream in. And then once that's set, what we have to do next is absolutely nothing. That's it, we're done. This is ready for the oven. Which reminds me, you're actually going to want to start this late at night, because what we're going to do is transfer this into the center of a very low oven, set somewhere between 175 and 200. And believe it or not, we're actually going to leave that cream in there for 12 hours. Oh yeah, we're pulling an all-nighter. Well, actually, the cream is. We're going to go to sleep and check it in the morning. And if everything's gone according to plan, 12 hours later, it should look something like this. Which, yes, does look quite bizarre. But don't be afraid, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. And then what we're going to need to do at this point is let this cool down to room temperature. I know you've waited 12 hours and you want to taste it, but you can't. We really need to let this cool down completely. So I let mine sit out on the counter for at least an hour. And then once that's been accomplished, we're getting very close. All we need to do at this point is wrap it up and pop it in the fridge overnight. No, I'm not kidding. Before we can use this, it has to chill completely. But that's okay, it's going to be totally worth it. So that's what I did. And then the next morning I pulled it out and unwrapped it. And finally I get to show you what happened here. So let me go ahead and grab a spoon so I can lift up what we're calling our clotted cream. And basically what's occurred during that long, slow cooking process, our cream is sort of separated, with the richest, fattiest parts sort of floating to the top and the milky liquid parts sort of settling to the bottom. And it's this gorgeous, rich, fatty, creamy stuff here that we call the clotted cream. And while I really do enjoy the appearance of this stuff, the taste is absolutely otherworldly. It is so rich and decadent, and that cream has taken on kind of a sweet, nutty flavor that I'm pretty sure you cannot recreate using any other method. Just insanely, insanely good. But anyway, I'm going to taste some more later. For now, we need to separate the thick from the thin. And by the way, don't even think for a second we're going to be discarding this thinner stuff. Okay, what we're going to do is pour that stuff into a bowl, and we're going to save that to make scones or biscuits with, to serve with the clotted cream. It's the perfect system. So not to brag, but that's what I did. And then once that's been poured off, all the rest can get packed into a container or a crock. Oh, by the way, if you want, some people prefer to mix that buttery crust into the mixture. But I don't. I prefer the more authentic presentation. But either way, that'll be up to you. You are Her Majesty the Queen of your homemade clotted cream. So mix that in if you want. But I do enjoy seeing a little bit of that golden brown buttery goodness. And that's it, our clotted cream is ready to enjoy. Hopefully on some biscuits or scones that we made with that amazingly delicious liquid we reserved. So let's go ahead and slather on a generous helping of our clotted cream. And then I finish mine off with some homemade strawberry jam. And that, my friends, is one of the most uniquely delicious things you'll ever eat. I mean, just absolutely to die for. Possibly literally. I mean, I can't decide whether this stuff tastes like the world's creamiest butter or the world's butteriest cream. But either way, if that thing I just ate is not on your bucket list, you're going to want to edit your list. And yes, in case you're wondering, I'm going to show you how to make that strawberry jam, which really was amazing. Although in fairness, the world's worst jam would have been awesome on this stuff. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I really do hope you give this amazing clotted cream a try soon. So head over to foodwishes.com for all the ingredient amounts and more info as usual. And as always, enjoy.